Phenomenal African Women UK. Ready to be inspired, celebrated, and empowered? Hey, it's the Afrodia Empower podcast, where we share our real and relatable experiences as young Black women connected to the African diaspora. Invite some friends and join the conversation with your hosts, Shanova, Emanuela, and Blessings. Okay, hi guys. We're so excited to be here with you for the Afrodia Empower podcast. It's our first episode. I mean, this was crazy, girls.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Excited.
Yes. So Afrodia Empower, what is it? Afrodia Empower is a branch of PAW created for young women connected to the African diaspora. We primarily work with young women from the ages of 16 to 23, but all of you are welcome, and we're so excited that you are joining us on this podcast. We're pumped. So I'm the lead executive, Shanova Abiona, and our deputy executives are Blessings Doherty and Emanuela Boateng. So over to you, Blessings, over to you.
Hi everyone. Hi, I am Blessing. So I just wanted to cover, why are we doing this podcast? So we are doing this podcast because as young Black diaspora, we are aware of the issues that affect young women, and we wanted to create a comfortable space to start talking about these issues, but to not just have conversation, but to provide solutions. So yes, a little bit more about myself. I am 17 years old, in my second year of sixth form. So I'll be going to university next year. And my ethnicity, I was born in this country, England, but my family is from Sierra Leone. So yes, where are my people? Salon people. I am Sierra Leonean to the roots. Yes. And yeah, so I'm excited to be working with these two other young ladies. This is going to be an amazing podcast to empower you guys. So yeah, I will hand over to Emanuela.
Hi guys, my name is Emanuela. I'm one of the deputy executives of Afrodia Empower. A little bit more about myself. I'm 20 years old. I'm currently studying at the University of Bristol. I am Ghanaian by descent, but I was born in Britain. We hope to inspire young people from the African diaspora through the conversations we have on this podcast. We also hope to build a community and a network with our listeners, for them to feel empowered and celebrated. So I'm really, really excited to share our content with you guys. So yeah.
Woo!
Lovely.
And in terms of my background as well, guys, I am, where am I from? Oh dear. I'm Afro-Caribbean, Trinidad and Nigeria. So we go the best of both worlds here, the best of both worlds. I was born in Trinidad, but I've lived here in Britain since I was 1. So don't expect the accent to come out because it's not there. Okay. So as we have done our introduction, and I think it was mentioned a little bit as well, we really wanted to start having a conversation with you all on individuality and identity. It's so important to us as young women, and it's something that we all go through. We all go through moments where we're like, who am I? What am I doing? So we really wanted to have like real conversation and give real solutions and real advice on how to navigate that process, how to navigate that thinking, how to go about moving through those stages of life. And I think it's something that it doesn't just come up once and you get over it. It doesn't work like that. It's something that we're constantly looking at who we are and why are we here on the earth. But anyway, let me not start going too deep. Let me not go too deep. Yeah, girls. So from the first thing we want to talk about is, why is this important to each of us? You've heard about our cultural backgrounds, but why is it important, the conversation to do with individuality and identity? Blessings.
So why is the topic of identity important to me? Wow, I think this is a very, very important topic to be having in this time, especially as teenagers, where your identity is challenged in that sense. And I've experienced a lot of challenges with my identity, comparing yourself with others as a young Black girl in this in England. And I think this topic's important to me as I face certain things that I wish was spoken about more. And I had solutions that would have been able to help me. But I believe that by having this podcast, it's going to actually be very helpful. And oh dear, it's going to be very helpful in that sense of talking about the things that we don't usually talk about, such as self-worth, hair and body, peer pressure, social media, etc. So yeah, that's why I think identity is really important.
Yeah, and just to follow up from what Blessings has just said, identity for me is really important because it doesn't it's not only useful for how I see myself in the world, but how I also interact with other people in the world.
Yeah.
So, you know, learning about who I am and what I stand for helps other people to feel comfortable, helps me not to shrink myself, also gives people a space to truly be themselves. I don't know if you guys have ever been in a space where because you spoke up or because you were confident or because you answered the question, gave liberation for other people to also speak.
Yes.
So identity is not just important for us individually, but it's also important for other people. So yeah, that's why I think this topic is really, really important to have. So yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you both. I think with identity, it's who we are and it's what makes us amazing, and it's what makes even living in Britain amazing. The fact that you can go to school and be with friends and be with friends, people from so many different cultures, but you really get to experience that. And it really, like, when you start having these discussions, this is when ignorance kind of walks out the door, because people are like, oh, that's why you do that. Oh, okay, that is why that's part of that. And even discussions in our own cultures as well, because there's generational things as well that changes the way that we see things as well. So yeah, I do think it's important to have these discussions, but it's important to celebrate, like, we are all beautiful, we are all amazing. So yeah, let's keep having these conversations.
Yes.
Okay, so in this time of talking, we want to address and start having conversations on any issues that we've had with we've had with our own identity and fitting in as well. Yeah, so any one of you can jump in.
Okay, I can start. Yes, I've definitely had issues with my identity, and I'm going to focus particularly on my hair. That's quite important to me. I always say that I've grown a relationship with my hair, because my relationship before was really bad with it, and it's changed a lot. And the reason why I'm talking about hair in particular is when I was younger, I actually had this condition with my scalp where I used to get lots and lots of bumps, and I remember it created a thing where I would have like loads of aunties staring at my hair all at once and like treating my hair as if it was this jungle or something that like had no like life of its own, and like it was terrible kind of thing. It was treated as poor, and it made me feel less than, and like I always looked to, like, I guess, Eurocentric standards, and I thought, like, why can't my hair just do that? Why can't my hair just like not have these issues, you know? And that caused a lot of problems where I just, to the point where like I think I nearly wanted to cut all my hair off and just like, no, I don't want any of this anymore. But then for me, I think what kind of led me out of that was I started noticing there was a lot of this, you know, representation is very important when it comes to identity. And I started noticing on YouTube, there was a young girl like around 9 years old, and I think she was the same age as me, with her natural hair out, and it was beautiful, it was long. And the issue was not that I had that, the issue wasn't that my hair was a problem, but I just didn't know how to look after my hair and treat my hair and give it the love that it needed. And I started watching these videos and learning about natural hair and learning about these products, that the solution was not just to try and cut it all off, or not that I'm saying cutting your hair off is bad, but the solution wasn't just trying to run away from it, but it was actually addressing it and understanding my hair. And yeah, I started watching these videos, and ever since that point, I've actually been treating my hair, and those issues went away. So I think that is what I've had concerning my identity. And it's now that I love my hair, I love myself more. So yeah, that's what I would say with that one.
And like I 100% agree with you with the hair conversation, because I think especially as young Black women, you get the two sides. So you've either had the hair is too curly, it's too big, it's too this, it's too that, or you've had it's not long enough, it's not curly enough, it's not like people aren't going to be happy. And you really have to get to a place where you're like, this is my hair and I'm going to love it at any length it is. Like I remember in 2016, I straightened my hair. It was like the first time I straightened my hair for a long time. I was like, yes, get this straight. Then, and my mum straightened it first. So I didn't realize mum straightening and me straightening is two different topics. So I didn't put any heat protection when I went to re-straighten parts. And then my hair texture changed to the point where there were bits that were literally straight. I tried everything. They were permanently straight. So I knew that I had permanently damaged my hair. And in 2016, I did the chop. So I was chopping, and then mom was like, do you want me to go short? And I was like, do you know what? Just chop it all off. And I'm telling you, that was one of the most liberating moments in my life, because as I chopped it off, and it wasn't just like feeling the wind in my scalp and stuff like that, because I literally had it short on the sides, mohawk in the middle sort of style. And then I like dyed it orange as well, and then went into school.
I love it.
Yeah, I just went bright with it. But it was one of those moments where I was like, oh my gosh, like this is my hair. And up to that point, I'd been wearing braids. And it wasn't, the problem wasn't me wearing the braids. The problem was I didn't enjoy seeing my natural hair out. I wanted it to be long. I wanted it to be in a braiding style. Perming was kind of out of the question. I was like, I'm a little bit scared about that one. Yeah, it was really that moment where I was like, oh my gosh, this is my hair from scratch. Let's start again. Let's have fun with it. And I literally was like just playing around and having fun with color and just having fun with my hair and feeling my fingers in my hair and going, this is beautiful as it is, no matter what length. And I put headbands in, I put clips in, and I put all sorts of things in. But like in those conversations that I had with myself during that time of really trying to find myself, I was like, okay, this is who I am. This is I even found my look in terms of like my glasses and with my hair, like all of that was found in that place of discovery and just trying things out as well. And I was like, okay, this is my look. I'm an Afro-Caribbean girl. I love my hair. I love what I can do with it. And whether you're wearing a wig, whether you're wearing it short, whether you're wearing it natural, like it's really about embracing what you have and just embracing that who you are as well in terms of where you're from. So yeah,
I can definitely resonate with what Blessings and Shanova just shared. Again, hair as a Black woman, Black young girl, woman sounds very grown, Black girl, is really important. It's an important part of our history. And I know that over recently, our hair has begun, like it's being celebrated, the rise of YouTubers, natural hair YouTubers, events that are catered to natural hair, all different types from 4A to 4C to 3B. It's a spectrum. And I think learning to love my hair is definitely a difficult journey, because I just expected it to just grow really quickly. In my head, I had a desired length, a desired thickness, and it's my hair at the state is not reflecting that yet. But it's just like what Shanova said. Just in those moments, you learn to adapt. You add things to your style. You elevate certain type of things, whether it's earrings or glasses or accessories. But the more the confident, the better I felt about my hair, the better I felt in myself. There was, I was more confident. I could wear it out sometimes, not all the time. And even now, I can tell that in social media as well. I know there was a girl from Brampton Manor who held a natural hair day at her school. In celebration of Black History Month. And that made it to like BBC News. So there was so many Black girls wearing their natural hair just to celebrate Black history. So again, hair and celebrating ourselves as African diasporan girls is really important. So, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow,
Mm.
wow, wow. I
yeah.
agree.
I 100% agree. And I think from what you were saying, Emanuela, another conversation comes up as well, because um I think even in the Black community we do and are starting to celebrate our hair and stuff, but then the other conversation comes off of, is this long enough? It like, okay, in its natural curly state it should literally be down by my elbows still, like
Mm.
that whole conversation. And I know for me, I had times when even as I was on my hair journey and learning stuff, I was like, this thing is not growing back fast enough. Like, come on, let's
Mm.
rapido, as you were saying, Emanuela, like you wanted it to be a
Mm.
certain length. And I wanted the same thing too. I was like, oh my gosh, is this a certain length? I was like praying. I was like, Lord, I need this thing to be like right here. And I'm gonna be honest, it's still something that at times I have to like talk to myself, be like, okay, why do you want it that length? Why, like what will that achieve? Or are you still going to be pushing for it to be even longer? Like once you get that first length, are you going to be like,
Mm.
okay, now it needs to be a bit longer, now it needs to be a bit longer? But I think what has worked for me is when I search for things on YouTube to do with hair, I look for people who have the same length hair as me as much as possible. Like there's some things, like if you're looking for routines and stuff, people can have different hair, but in terms of styles, like why am I looking for hairstyles when the girl's hair is long, and my hair is not that
Honestly.
length? My hair is not going to be able to do those hairstyles. Her hair
Mm.
is beautiful, my hair is beautiful, but like there's styles that she can do that I can't do right now. I will get there at
Mm.
some point, but like we have to kind of navigate, instead of seeing and be like, oh my gosh, I wish I was there. You have to really change
Mm.
your mindset and be like, okay, let me find people who have similar hair to me as well. Yeah, blessings.
100%.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel like in the Black community as well, we need to start loving and appreciating ourselves. Because often we say, obviously we see these very Eurocentric standards of beauty
Mm,
and saying that they need to, like, include us and represent us. But oftentimes we don't actually treat ourselves with love and appreciate others in the community. For example, going back to my hair story, the only reason why I had an issue with my hair was because I kept getting told that it wasn't pretty, or it was too like crazy, or I'd go to the hair salon and the hairdresser would complain that my hair was this and my hair was that. And these were little seeds that were being planted into my identity and me being told that I wasn't enough. And I
Mm.
think it's really important that we actually start loving each other and embracing each other. And you
mm,
know, all my hair needed was treatment, like by the doctors or something like that. But I
mm,
didn't need to be put down or
mm.
treated badly, especially at such a young age. So
Yeah,
yeah, I think it comes with loving ourselves. We need to also love others as well.
I agree. And even on from that conversation, the hair talk is the exact same talk for the body talk as well, because
Mhm.
we've had, first of all, it was like, okay, you have a little bit too much going on at the top and the bottom, like it's a little bit too many curves, and then it gets to the point where it's not curvy enough. So yeah, that's a whole other topic,
That's a
guys. You want
whole
to
other topic.
jump in?
Well, I'll just jump in for now. And um, body image has been, again, I think as I've gotten older, I'm 20
Mhm.
now, but definitely in my teens. That sounds really weird to say, but in my teens, um, I think there was a massive shift that went from being skinny. Being skinny was like the pedestal of like all standards of beauty, and
Yeah.
then just rapidly changing to being curvaceous.
Mm.
Um, and when you just don't have any curves, like there was just a pressure to gain weight. I don't know if it was only my experience, but
Mm.
conversations that I've had with my friends, there was a pressure to gain weight or to you know um have bigger hips, or
Mm.
wear things that were more sticking to your body. And if you're not a person that naturally um has those, have that body type, is really hard.
Yeah.
Even with like body image as well, I know height is also a conversation. You
Yeah.
don't want to be too tall, you don't want to be too short. There's categories that social media creates that we feed
Wow.
into,
Yeah.
and it's really really hard. Again, like what Shinova said, the same rules apply. Like, if you want to feel better, look at people who inspire you. You know, look at styles that you like, that, you know, complement your body size and complement your hair and complement your skin. We can't continue to, you know, fit one dimension of the standards of beauty with all different people, and we have to understand that our styles, our looks, are multidimensional. So yeah, body image and hair go hand in hand when it comes to identity, and they can feed how you feel and how you relate to the rest of the world. So what do you guys think? I want to hear your opinions.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, no.
I 100% agree. I think when it comes to the conversation with body, I remember when I was in secondary school. Okay, I'm 21, guys. I'm not. It wasn't that long
She's
ago,
an
but
oldie.
um, I remember when I was in secondary school and I would see the other black girls around me, and I'd be like, okay, either I need to have massive boobs or really big hips or really big butt. Like, it was like at least one thing had to be really massive. And I found that actually I was quite proportionate. Which I felt blessed, because I was like, okay, I have a little bit of a figure there and stuff. But then there were also girls who weren't as curvy, and it really is a stereotype. Like, it's a stereotype that black girls need to be really curvy, need to have like really big bust or really big hips, really big butt. Like, really, like, everyone's body is different, and it's mostly genetic. Let's be honest. Like, it's gonna pass down for your family. It's not like you come out black and then boom, like it's a given. Like, because you are black, you are gonna get this. And it's the same with all other cultures as well, when it comes to those conversations about body shape and like how your body shape should look. And I remember, just as Emmanuel was saying, I remember the conversation being, okay, people need to look thinner and they need to look slimmer, and then it changed. It felt very quickly, but I think it was part of, what's the word, the Afro-Caribbean culture being embedded, I think, as well, that the conversation changed, that now we all need to look curvy no matter where we're from. And I think some of that as well, and this is not saying that all guys are like this, but some of that conversation also came from a place of guys like this, and they like guys like more boobs, and guy like more butt, and they like hips to hold on to, and all of that sort of thing. When really
You should have seen me roll my eyes.
when really we should be like, okay, what do I want? Like, what do I want? The same with like makeup and all of that. Like, there's times for me in my life where I had to question and be like, Shalom, what do you want? Okay, you might have the natural makeup look for the guys. When you see those girls that they want on Instagram, and they have loads of makeup, and they have face tune, and they have like body things and contortions and stuff, like, your body doesn't look like that, your face doesn't look like that. So what do you want to look like? What are you going to, when I go home and I'm like playing around with my clothes and I'm trying things on and seeing what works for my body, and seeing what works in terms of the styles that I like, what do I want to wear? And I think that is very important. Like, guys, those of you listening at home, you need to look at your wardrobe, not think about what is this style and what is this, and the styles come in and out so quickly. Okay, what do I want to wear? If you want to go funky, disco, natural, bohemian chic, like whatever you want to wear. If you want to, sometimes I like wearing loads of black. Like, you're just gonna see me in a black t-shirt and black jeans. You don't need to be skinny or anything like that, just black, because I just feel like wearing black. And it doesn't mean anything. Like, it doesn't mean, oh, you're this type of person, you're that type of person. It's, let's be honest, that sort of thing is the sort of thing that you do like when you're younger and stuff. Like, no, let's stop like adding into these stereotypes that we see in movies and stuff as well. Like, I love the Bratz movie, but like the stereotype of this is how people who play sports look, this is how people who do fashion look, like, and it's not just in Bratz movies, in a lot of teen movies that we've grown up watching, but that's not how life is.
So true. Like, I feel what the point you just made is so important, because individuality is so key. Like, you are your own person. You don't need to be a photocopy of another person. So I think loving yourself for who you are, you know, like not everyone has been made the same way for a reason. Like every single person is unique, even twins, like there's differences in them. So be yourself and be unapologetically you. I know that sounds cliche, but seriously, stop trying to just live up to the standards of what is seen as beautiful and just be yourself. So yeah, that would be my advice.
I 100% agree with Blessings. And similar to like the hair advice from before, find people who look like you. Like when I'm looking for putting outfits together, so because sometimes you know you're like, well, my brain's not working today. You're tapping it, is not coming together. But you can search that piece that you want to wear and be like, how to wear these brown Chelsea style boots with an outfit, and you find outfits that not looking for the people specifically wearing the outfit, but like look for the outfits, the things that will go with that outfit, rather than let me see how this is going to look on this girl's body and try and make my body look like her. Like it's not, that's not going to work. But also it's knowing your body shape as well. Like I've literally researched the type of body shape I have to know certain things that will fit better. I know high-waisted jeans looks better on me for my body shape, but some girls low-rise jeans looks better on them. Some girls mum jeans looks better than them, or boyfriend jeans, or skinny, or like all of these kind of conversations. Like you can search what looks good on your body without it being like the whole talk about you're being vain is a lie. Like you can find what works for you, what works for your body. Go and search it, go and like, okay, this looks good, da, 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 pull some inspiration, go in your wardrobe, see what you have, and then make it work and stuff. It's not every month we're buying new clothes, guys. We don't have coin for that one. No.
So true. Save up and then do a big spend.
Exactly. When those sales come on, you know that is time.
Exactly.
Yeah, I 100% agree. So guys, any last words in terms of advice, solutions that you would love to give the girls, especially as we've spoken about hair, body today?
I think for hair and body and everything that we've spoken about identity, also learn to separate yourself. As Shanera was speaking about, you know, not thinking so much about what people want or what society demands. Learn to separate yourself from that crowd, because it can be really exhausting if you're changing yourself multiple times to fit, you know, different people and gain their validation and approval. And really sit with yourself and ask yourself what you like. You know, put yourself at the center of this. What do you like? What do you want to do? Or what? How would you, you know, want to approach this? You know, what about your head do you like? Start with positive affirmations and then work your way through that. Again, look at people that model you, people that look like you, people that have the same hair, the same body type, and just work from them and trust that this won't be an easy process. And you know, some days you might hate it completely, but just learn to stick with it and just again celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself at every single stage. Because you're definitely, as you do that, you are inspiring others to be, you know, unapologetically themselves.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, just on the back of that, I think my last advice would be just to have fun with it. And you know, sometimes we take this so seriously, but literally have fun. Like I have Pinterest on my phone, and if you look at my Pinterest, you can actually kind of tell the type of person that I am. Like I'm quite girly. I don't know if that. Please don't come for me and don't be like, oh my days. Yeah, I am quite girly. So like I have my nails that I want to do, and then you know my certain clothes that I want to buy, and certain things I want to look, my natural hairstyles, and seeing all these women like put their hair out on Pinterest and stuff, and me saving them. It's just me like spending time just like understanding what do I actually like about myself and just have fun with it. Yeah, so that would be my advice. Yeah,
I 100% agree. My last advice is to have good family, friends, girlfriends, guy friends, around who just affirm you and just speak love into your life and just say, oh my gosh, you look so beautiful today. That outfit is popping. I mean, sometimes we need some constructive criticism when you put that outfit together and something is not clicking. You need someone who's like, I'm not sure about that one. Why don't you try this one? But when I say constructive, I mean they give you other, like, try this one, try this thing out. I think that will go really good with your eyes. I think that will go really good with like your accessories for today. But I 100% agree with Blessings. Have fun with it, but have people who will also speak positivity into your life, because sometimes we're trying to get ourselves to that place, and you just need someone to say, oh my gosh, you look so good today. And the same way we want others to do that to us, we should be doing that to others too. Like, I will see random people on public transport and be like, oh my gosh, you see that looks so good. This looks really good. You look really good in this. And be like, oh my gosh, thank you. And people appreciate that. So if you want that to happen to you, you need to be like that as well to others as well. Yeah. So I think that's us. That's it. That's us. And that's it for today, guys. Oh my days. This is episode 1.
Episode 1, look at us, we did it. Won't lie, I was scared, but we did it. So cool.
So we would love for you to get in touch with us and follow us on social media as well, and all of that great stuff. And also, like, talk to us. How did you find this conversation? Is there more things that you would like us to discuss? Like, all of that sort of thing. We would love to know. We would love to know from you guys. So that's it for today. And when you hear next episode 2, we're going to go more into this conversation, because it's really something that needs to be spoken about in terms of individuality and identity. So that's it for today. So bye from me, Shanova.
Bye from Blessings.
And bye from Manuela.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
We're really glad you joined us today. Check us out on Instagram, Afrodias, and comment on today's podcast post. Don't forget, be phenomenal.